Hi there everybody and welcome to the first episode of Let's Survive News. This is where I'm going to be talking about upcoming survival horror games that you should be getting excited about. And even just giving a bit of news about survival horror games that have just come out. So we'll kick things off with just that. Let's talk about Resident Evil 3. The game has been met to kind of lukewarm critical reception. I gave it a pretty positive review here on Let's Survive, but it has been mixed with a lot of people upset about the length of the game. Doesn't matter though, because the game has shipped 2 million units in its first 5 days, and as of the 13th of April, Capcom have confirmed that the game has sold 6.5 million units. So we can be pretty assured that there is another remake in the works, which we actually already found out this month as well. Capcom have basically broken the news, or the news was broken by somebody else, but Capcom confirmed that there is a remake of Resident Evil 4 in the works. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I absolutely love Resident Evil 4. I do think it's maybe time for a remake, but I think that there are cool ways of doing this. I don't think it has to be like in the same style as 2 and 3. I think it'd be very cool to see a first-person, like Resident Evil 7 style remake of 4, maybe more in line with the kind of the 3.5 version that we'd seen in the early 2000s, which was much more horror focused and action focused. Capcom are not giving too much away, but they have stated that there is a Resident Evil 4 remake in development. This is hot off the news as well about Resident Evil Village, or, well, that's the working title, what we perceive to be Resident Evil 8. Loads of Resident Evil stuff there, with not just 1 but 2 games potentially in development. Moving on to the kind of indie sector, because there's some great indie survival horrors that are coming out regularly. One that's in development at the moment is called Conscript, and it's a lo-fi survival horror, kind of in a pixel art style, similar to games like Lone Survivor, but it's pretty cool because it's set during World War I, and it looks great. I'm really, as soon as I started looking up stuff about the game, I was in. There's no date as of yet, but if you follow Catchweight Studio on their various social media platforms and also at their website, you'll be able to stay up to date with the game. You can also add it to your Steam wish list. No, that's not right. So that you can keep up to date with what happens with it, and it looks really cool. You can follow links below to check out Catchweight Studios and follow the game. Who doesn't love a good Asian survival horror game? I mean, one of my favorite games of this past generation has been Dread Out, which I absolutely loved. And another was The Coma, and I'm not sure if you checked it out, but The Coma is friggin' great. Thankfully, I'm not the only person who thought The Coma was great, as there is a sequel that is available right now on Steam, and it's coming to PS4 and Switch in May of this year. And it's definitely one to keep your eyes on because, as I say, the first game is great and well worth checking out if you haven't already. It's a game that will definitely be getting a Let's Play on this channel here at some point. Definitely one of the better Asian infused survival horror games in recent history. As per usual, I'll drop links in the description for Headup and Devespresso games, the companies that are making the Coma 2, but for now you can check out the trailer as well in the description, but it's also going to play right now. And May is going to be a good month for console-based survival horror fans because another PC darling, which is called Monstrum, a randomly procedurally generated survival horror game set in a ship where you're being hunted and everything is basically procedurally generated, is coming to consoles in May as well. So there's loads to look forward to while we're all trapped in lockdown and waiting to get on with our lives. Well, I don't know if that's true because I mean I've platinumed Resident Evil 3. I've been doing loads with my life, and I've currently been playing a hell of a lot of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Monstrum comes to PS4 and Xbox One on May 22nd. It was originally released on the PC back in 2015, and as I say, it's got a big following there. It's pretty much, I believe they've already started working on a sequel, so like this game has a lot of merit, a lot of good stuff to it. Another game that's definitely up there for a let's play on this channel. And keeping with May being the month of survival horror, the Persistence is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Switch in May of 2020 as well. The Persistence is, like Monstrum, a procedurally generated survival horror game, but it is intense as all hell. If you have a PSVR, you can play this in VR at no extra cost, which is pretty awesome. The game comes out on May 21st, 2020 on console. It's the first time that the game will release on the Nintendo Switch, and I do believe the Switch is building up some really cool survival horror games. You can check for yourself in the trailer. It's a stunning little game, definitely worth checking out. And yeah, once again, usual stuff. I will drop the links to follow the game right below, and you can check out what the devs are doing and keep up to date as the release draws near. Thanks so much for checking out the first episode of Let's Survive News. Obviously, this has started out kind of more with a focus on upcoming games, but don't worry, because any news that comes out between now and the next time one of these videos goes up about survival horror, you will hear about it here. There will be links to check it out. There will be trailers. Everything you can hope for will be on this channel. Please like, subscribe, share, stay with us. Stay with us if you like what you're seeing, because there's going to be some really cool content coming soon. Not just here on the news section, but also in Let's Survive, also in Let's Survive Together, and in the reviews, everything. It's going to be great. So please stick around, and thank you so much for watching the video. Really appreciate it. Stay tuned, and let's survive together. Peace out.